Well, welcome back. And as senior students in the school, I really wanted to take a few moments this morning to explain some of the changes that have been made in school now that you're back. But before I do that, I wanted to thank you very much for the hard work and loyalty that you've shown to your studies during the last 5 months. And particularly feel for those of you that were disadvantaged by the SQA's mess that they made just before the school started. And I hope you're beginning to see envelopes coming through the door which have your upgraded awards if you're waiting for them. So I know it's been a really difficult and tough time for you, but let's now look ahead to what's about to happen and how school is going to change quite a bit for you guys going forward. So I just wanted to take a little time this morning to explain that to you. So if you are in S5 at the moment, you'll see from your timetable that you are allocated 2 100-minute sessions face to face for each of the subjects that you have selected. So that's quite a good bit less than you would normally have under the old system. But really, what we're looking at now is that we want to try and give you the responsibility to take some control of your own learning. That we respect you as students and not pupils. That now that you're in the senior part of your school career at Banff Academy, that you have the opportunity to make some choices about how and where you learn. It's my view that the old system of giving everybody 5 periods of 50 minutes for every single subject, dependent on the ability of a student and on the nature and the difficulty of a particular subject, is not fit for purpose, and that one size fits all doesn't help meet your needs as learners. And that by having a blended approach, which is what we're trying to do at Banff Academy this year, that gives you the opportunity to spend as much or as little time on the subjects that you feel that you need. So let me explain that a little bit more. So you have these 100 minutes face-to-face time with your teacher in a particular subject. But then most afternoons you have the choice to do a number of different things. You could choose to use that time to do extra work in those particular subjects. So for example, if you were doing higher physics, you have 100 minutes of higher physics timetabled. But it might mean that you want to use 2 or 3 afternoons spending time in the science department, speaking to a physics teacher, using extra time online, or using some of the resources online to do additional physics, which might help you get a better grade. So how would all this work in reality? Well, every morning you're expected to be at school, you're expected to be in squad, and what you're going to do in the afternoon is something that you could be discussing with your squad leader. In the afternoon, we are assuming that you are going to take control of your own learning, and that as senior pupils in the school, you will take wise choices and be responsible for that. So, at lunchtime, you can choose to go home. You can choose to take on a part-time job. The motto of the school, the strapline of the school is building skills for today, tomorrow and the future. And if you want to extend your work experience or work shadow or experiment with different types of working environments to get a flavour of the kind of job that you would like to do, then you can do that in the afternoons. But the responsibility of you keeping up with your work is on you, not on the teacher, not on your 5 50-minute periods. It's on you to use your time to help make sure that you keep on track. So you might need to use the evenings to catch up with your work. But you're not tied to a timetable that means you have to be in school every afternoon. You could choose to stay in school every afternoon, and we have a number of learning zones clearly labelled throughout the school where you can go, where there'll be IT if you need it, there'll be professional support should you need it, to help continue with your learning in the same way as you might have done during lockdown. On a Monday and Tuesday afternoon, you are able to access our PE facilities, and could be timetabled for PE. So if you want an additional 200 minutes of physical exercise, you can do that on a Monday and Tuesday. And so what we're really saying is that this new approach is based on individuality and responsibility. However much time that you need for a particular subject, you can access the teachers. So you have the timetabled class, but the principal teacher will be able to arrange for you additional work and additional support in the afternoons. You've worked so well during lockdown without a teacher at all face to face, And okay, yes, teams won't be able to work as efficiently because teachers will be working in school. But you will be able to access Scholar in a number of subjects. You can use the facilities in the school to increase the amount of time that you're studying in the actual building, or you can access teachers. But what we'd really be asking you in 5th and 6th year is to come to school with a sense of purpose, use the time effectively in the mornings, and in the afternoons you make a responsible decision as to what it is that you're going to do with that extra time. Now, one of the things you need to bear in mind is that there is absolutely no guarantee that there will be exams next year. We don't know where this virus is going to take us, where this pandemic is going to take us. So more than ever, it's really important that you have the evidence that's built up throughout the year of your continued attendance and hard work in courses. So it's no longer just the case where you can please yourself throughout the whole year and everything comes down to the 1 or 2 hours you sit in the exam and the final in May. So it's really important to engage with your subjects throughout, starting now. And should you decide that that's not for you, then our tracking and monitoring system will pick up on that quite early and we'll need to have a conversation about redirecting you. It might be that school isn't for you, it might be that those subjects are not for you, and if that's the case, we'll help support you in a different direction. But what I'm saying to you this morning is that we are looking to you for increased responsibility, that you use the afternoons to continue with studying, to extend your work experience, or to access teachers for additional support where you should need it for that specialised one-to-one that you would not get in a 50-minute full class situation. I'm appealing to you to take that forward sensibly. For the 1 or 2 of you that might find that hard, then we'll help guide you in the direction that you need to go to. But I'm sure that this will be seen as a positive step. If you need any further information about that, don't hesitate to contact me. We are in an environment now where we can learn anytime, anywhere, and we can pretty much learn anything whenever we want. So we want to use the technology, and I'm giving you the opportunities to do that. So I wish you all the very best. I know these are hard times, but please continue to stay safe, and I really hope that this works out for you and that this session is a successful one. I do hope that you have exams, but as I said, there's no guarantee of them. So take care and good luck.